complete objectives
Why does
based on
that
their
look like Far Cry? Why does that look like a Far Cry game? What is this? What are we looking at here? Huh? Also, minimap. Hello? Hello, minimap. Where are you?
choice of how to complete objectives based on their preferred playstyle. Open combat missions are part of the campaign. They're part of the story, but you get to play them in the way that you want to play them. Those who like stealth gameplay can play it stealthily. Those who like to snipe, or if you like vehicles, or if you like to go guns and blazing, all of those options are supported and afforded to you as a player.
This isn't just some additional mode that lives alongside the campaign. This is intertwined with the story, and we've intentionally dispersed these throughout the campaign. When the player starts the mission, they are given a loadout, but as they go through and play, they'll be encountering new weapons, tacticals, loot crates, and these are all added to your arsenal. Players can change it up, play the mission now with suppressed weapons and sneak around, or strap on armor plates and run in loud, get right into the action. Enemies are now adapting and adjusting to your playstyle. Open combat missions have a decent amount of replayability aspect to them, and when I say that, it's less about go through the entire game and start over and play it a second time. It's more about, within each mission, trying to experience it in different ways. In one level, we start you on top of a catwalk overlooking the entire level. Hopefully by that point in the game, the player has gotten to a point where they can figure out how to start picking it apart. So player empowerment is a huge part of that level. You may even decide, to challenge yourself on some of these, like what's the fastest I can do this, or can I just bring a knife to a gunfight, and really kind of push the bounds on what you can bring as a player.
These are the type of campaign missions that we've always wanted to create, and we just can't wait to get them into the hands of the players.
Like, why was this the first? There's so much stuff that they're putting out about campaign. They have to know, and we know, that campaign is like not the most important thing to the general player base. So let's just be honest here. This is Verdansk. We have played this map millions of times in Warzone. Why is this even news? Like, if I were Sledgehammer, this would not be what I would lead with, to make it clear to the players, hey, yes, we're recycling even more content than you may have initially anticipated from our first trailer. Here's literally a carve out from Verdansk. Modern Warfare 1, where Verdansk was in that game, that came out in 2019. It is now 2023, and we're still going to be playing on Verdansk. Is it a good map? Sure. Is it a map good enough to make a huge trailer about and say, hey, look, guys, you're going to get to play on this map again? I don't think so. The replayability values through the roof. You're going to be able to play the mission, and maybe you can play it fast. Maybe you could play it slow. Maybe you're going to be able to play the mission with the knife only. Maybe you could play the mission and you could do perfect stealth, no kills. Maybe you could do the mission. You could make friends with everybody on the mission instead. You could maybe hold hands, trying to stretch how much replayability value you're going to get out of this. I get the impression that the campaign is probably going to be really short, and they're going to use these open combat segments as a way to be like, well, look, the campaign could be long if you take a while to do the open combat stuff. Well, yeah, there is only 6 traditional single player levels, but there are 4 open combat missions. So, I mean, that's like more content than ever before in a Call of Duty campaign. That's the kind of shit they're going to pull here, I would imagine. To get a campaign that is on the caliber of like Black Ops 2 in terms of features, scale, and player control and like agency of the storyline and stuff, and customization, I find it hard to believe. Black Ops 2 is hard to beat, that level of scale and scope. And don't get me wrong, Modern Warfare 1 had a good campaign. Modern Warfare 2019 had a really good campaign, and that campaign was fairly original. In lieu of a bunch of new content, we're going to use some of this stuff to pad out the runtime of the game. And it's a cool idea here on paper. and it'll probably be a cool idea in practice. These sections will probably be refreshing missions that break up the pace of the campaign. But we're still playing on recycled maps. We're still going to be doing all the same old things that we've been doing in the past 2 games now. I do think it's interesting that they're going to be leveraging, this ecosystem that they've crafted over the years through DMZ and Warzone and Campaign and Spec Ops and everything like that, and the raids, and kind of putting it all together to create a campaign that is potentially the most dynamic and interesting in terms of its core gameplay, as opposed to Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2. But, to lead with this when the initial impressions from the earlier trailers have been, hey, there's a lot of recycled content. Hey, there's a lot of nostalgia baiting, blah, blah, blah. For them to come out with this trailer now, just adding to that narrative that, the amount of original content that's never before seen that you're going to have in this game, it might not be as much as you would maybe anticipate for a $70 price tag game. $70, dude. That is a lot of money to drop on a single video game, to have this much content recycled, to have this much content that we've already experienced. Some, all the multiplayer maps being recycled from Modern Warfare 2 2009. We've been playing these maps for 15 years. I mean, it's, I don't know. Ultimately, for the open combat stuff, you would want to do that in co-op. You'd want to play the campaign in co-op. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to do that, or they would have mentioned that here. So then I don't care that much. Like, this is not so revolutionary. Like, we need to see more details about the multiplayer. We need to see more details about this weird DMZ zombies outbreak mode. We just need more details about those things. The adding this level of functionality to the campaign, it's cool, it's fun, it's nice and all, but it's not going to be enough to keep an audience captivated for more than 2 months after the game comes out. And that's just a fact, so, and not even to mention how is Warzone 3 going to be. I mean, that's a whole other ball game. We've seen almost nothing in relation to that. So we need more details about Warzone and zombies and multiplayer. I can't believe that they led with a campaign-related trailer like this. It's just so weird to me because, people are not playing the campaign a month after the game comes out. It's just how it is. So it's like, this all is going to be irrelevant 1 month after launch. By December 2023, it's not going to be relevant. And by the way, November 10th, it's coming up quick. So let's, clock's ticking. Come on, give us the deets. Give us the deets. Spill the beans, all right? We want to know what's going on. We want to know if we're going to be able to justify a $70 price tag for a game with this much recycled content and nostalgia baiting. Is there, give us something to believe in here. Give us something to even want to buy the game, because so far we have not seen anything that has tantalized us to want to play this game. That's just my opinion. That's just my take. You could definitely have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to be buying Modern Warfare 3, or have you not seen enough yet to justify that purchase? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe for more videos like this. Going to be keeping it locked, talking about Modern Warfare 3, talking about a bunch of other stuff that I think is cool and interesting. So keep it locked to this channel. Subscribe, like the video, all that. Share with your friends. See ya. I'll see you on the next one.